Good afternoon, church. Pastor Allen here in my office. Just a day and a half back from my vacation in the mountains of New Mexico and Colorado. I brought back lots of good memories and a few whiskers to show you all. Can't wait to tell you my stories, but I wanted to spend just a few minutes this afternoon encouraging you to sign up for fall community groups. The church is a little bit like a sunflower. A little bit like a sunflower. This last summer in our garden, we grew a gigantic sunflower, and it grows about 12 feet in the air, and then it puts out this amazing bloom, right? And if you look inside the bloom, you have hundreds and hundreds of little seeds. And what I've been thinking about this last month is how you and I are all of the seeds. And our work is to do what? To continually come together, to unite, and to point towards Jesus Christ, towards the light, towards the sun, just like a sunflower does. And you and I both know that that's been difficult over the last 5 or 6 months. It's been difficult because we haven't been able to gather safely for worship in our sanctuary, but we are still the church. And we are still called to unite together, to work together so that we can be sent out into this community to serve Jesus. And so we need to create ways to come together. We need to create ways to continue to grow. And the way that we have done that is through community groups. This last summer, we brought, about 11 groups together, a little over 70 participants, all through the summer for our summer community groups. Some things that we learned about community groups. One is that you can join your group anywhere. You don't have to be in your home. You might be on vacation. You might be out of state. We had some people join our group while they were in a parking lot about to go in for a job interview. You can be on your back patio. So you don't have to get ready. You don't have to drive up to church. You don't have to get in the parking lot. You don't have to figure out childcare. You just have to turn your phone on or your laptop and you're in your community group. Community groups are about 30 minutes long. Sometimes they go just a few minutes longer, but it's not a long, large commitment. It's about 30 minutes. And it's a time to focus on your faith. And it's also a time to get to know some other people in your church. And we saw that in all of our groups this summer, people getting to know each other. And it's kind of neat. People that haven't seen each other in person, that have begun to build a relationship with each other in their church, even through Zoom. Our 30 minutes are a greeting, an opening question, about 3 or 4 scriptures that we read, and then about 3 or 4 questions that involve the topic. And then we gather for some prayers at the end, and we're done. That's it. There's no real secret to this. But I want to encourage you to continue the work of being the church. Continue the work of building your own faith and sharing it with others and taking what you know out into this amazing community. We know the community needs our prayers and needs us. It needs Christ, it needs the church today more than ever. So sign up for community groups. The sign up forms are out there. The clicks are out there. We've got over Sunday and Wednesday and even one on Thursday. We have, I believe, 8 or 9 different options that you can join. And if none of those options work for you, let us know. We'll be putting those groups together over the next couple weeks. And we will launch the week of September 13th. We hope to have many of you joining us. If you're not part of a small group, if you're not part of a Sunday school that has been meeting throughout our time away, I want to really invite you, really encourage you to join this 12-week small group time. Get to know some people in your church, read some of these scriptures, ask some of these questions, and let's continue to be the church together. I wanted to close with a scripture from Acts. It's a scripture that we go to when we talk about the church. And I want you to realize that in this scripture, it doesn't talk about organs or choirs or pews. It talks about what it is to be the church. The believers devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching, to the community, to their shared meals, to their prayers. A sense of awe came over everyone. God performed many wonders and signs through the apostles. All the believers were united and shared everything. They would sell pieces of property and possessions and distribute the proceeds to everyone who needed them. Every day, they met together in the temple and ate in their homes. They shared food with gladness and simplicity. They praised God and demonstrated God's goodness to everyone. The Lord added daily to the community those who were being saved. Friends, I want to invite you to join us for our fall community groups. I want to go a step beyond that and ask if you know anyone in your neighborhood, anyone in your circle of friends that's not connected to a church, invite them to join us for community groups. Invite them to become part of this church, even while we're not having live worship in the sanctuary right now. It's so important right now. So sign up today. I'll be teaching one of those classes, I think the Wednesday at 10 o'clock group. We've got groups on Sunday and Wednesday, and we hope that you'll join us as we continue the work of pointing towards the sun. All right? Thanks, friends. Bye-bye.